everyone. So today I am going to revise the topic drugs working on the estrogen receptors. So first, before starting it, we have to know little bit about estrogen. That natural estrogens were like E1, E2 and E3. E1 is estrone, E2 is estradiol, E3 is estriol. So in estrone, as we see, the endings were 1, diol, triol. So 1, 2 and 3. In estrone, as we see, 1 means the female, it is predominant in the postmenopausal female, and diol means it is predominant in the reproductive age group, means the husband plus wife. So these were 2, so it is for 2 means reproductive age group, it's diol. And in pregnancy, husband plus wife plus child, so these were 3. So in this condition, predominant is E3. And in reproductive age group, predominant is E2. And in estrone, it is predominant in postmenopausal female. So now the drugs which act on the estrogen receptors are divided into 4 categories. Those were SERM, SERD, STEAR and aromatase inhibitor. SERM is selective estrogen receptor modulator, selective estrogen receptor downregulator, selective tissue estrogen activity regulator and aromatase inhibitor. So before starting in detail of it, we have to know the normal function of the estrogen. So basically, estrogen acts on the 5 places in our body. Those were bone, blood, breast, endometrium and liver. So basically, estrogen increases the osteoblast activity. So here in bone, it increases the bone formation by inhibit the osteoclast activity. And in blood, it increases the HDL by LDL ratio. And in breast, it increases the breast carcinoma risk. And in endometrium, it increases the endometrial cancer risk. And in liver, it increases the clotting factor, due to which thromboembolism risk will increase. So now first we start with the selective estrogen receptor modulator. So in this category, there were 5 drugs. First one is the raloxifene. As we know, raloxifene is the closest to ideal. Why it is closest to ideal? So basically, raloxifene is sometimes on some places it is agonist and in some places it is antagonist. Selective means here that they act somewhere agonist and somewhere they act as like antagonist. So raloxifene is agonist in bone, agonist in blood, but it also act agonist in liver, means it increases the thromboembolism activity. So that's why its raloxifene side effect is thromboembolism, because it acts agonist in the liver. And on all other places it benefits. It's like it increases the bone formation, it increases the HDL by LDL ratio, it decreases the breast cancer, and it also decreases the endometrial cancer. So it is closest to ideal because it acts agonist in the liver. That's why it is not the ideal drug, but it is close to the ideal drug. Now next category is, next drug is tamoxifen, daloxifene and toramifen. Tamoxi, doloxi and toramifen. So basically these 3 drugs were so these were 3 drugs. So it acts in favor of bone, 3B, bone, blood and breast. So in bone it act as agonist, in blood also it act as agonist, and in breast it act as antagonist. So in breast it act as antagonist because it decreases the breast cancer. So in most of the situation, tamoxifen is given to the patient in the risk of breast cancer. So that's why, because they are strongly antagonist, they are strongly antagonist on breast tissue. So major use in treatment of breast carcinoma. So they are used in treatment of breast carcinoma because they are strongly antagonist on breast tissue. Tamoxifen, doloxifene and toramifen. Next drug is clomifen. So basically I remember it by like clone, means clone. It forms the clones. So clomifen is estrogen receptor antagonist. Estrogen receptor antagonist mainly in the pituitary gland. So as it is antagonist in the pituitary gland, so basically it increases the LH and FSH ratio. because it blocks the estrogen receptor, so estrogen cannot act and unable to produce the negative feedback inhibition. That's why it increases the LH and FS, so ovulation will occur. So it is given in those conditions where there is infertility. So in those condition it produces the ovulation. So clomiphene is used for ovulation. So it is used in treatment of anovulatory infertility, because क्लोमिफिन मीन्स क्लोन मीन्स क्लोन मीन्स ये क्लोन बनाती है. सो इट इज गिवन इन infertility condition. So used for treatment of anovulatory infertility. Next one is ospemifene. Here P. Ospemifene. P means pain. So it is given in the pain after the postmenopausal. In the postmenopausal female, it is given in pain. Estrogen. So basically, it is estrogen receptor agonist. Estrogen receptor agonist mainly in the vagina. It prevents the vaginal atrophy. Basically, after the postmenopause, after the postmenopausal female, there is vaginal atrophy occurs. So it prevent the vaginal atrophy. So it is used in the postmenopausal female to prevent the vaginal atrophy. So it is indicated in dyspareunia. What is dyspareunia? As dyspareunia is the pain during the sexual intercourse. So it is the pain during sexual intercourse. So it is indicated in dyspareunia. It is indicated in dyspareunia. Ospemifene. P means dyspareunia, given in pain. Next one is ormeloxifene. It likes ormeloxifene. So it is acts estrogen antagonist in the endometrium, and ospemifene act estrogen receptor agonist. Here it is agonist, here it is antagonist. Here agonist, antagonist. It is in vagina and it is in endometrium. So that this one is different and this one is different. Ormeloxifene, estrogen antagonist, mainly in endometrium. So it is used for contraception. As its other name is centrochroman, and in India it is given by the brand name Saheli. It is available by the name of Saheli in the market, and it is in CDRI Lucknow, Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow. So synthesized in CDRI Lucknow, that is situated in Lucknow. Now next category, all this category till what we study is belongs to the SERM, selective estrogen receptor modulator. Now we are going to learn about the selective estrogen receptor down regulator. Means it does not block the receptors, it basically decrease the receptor. So these basically decrease the receptor, they does not block the receptors. So in this, the drug is fulvestrant. So basically it decreases the receptor in where? It decreases the receptor in breast tissue. So it is indicated in tamoxifen resistance. So it is indicated in tamoxifen resistance breast cancer. So basically if the receptors are too much, so tamoxifen is unable to block all the receptors. So we want to reduce the receptors. So in those conditions we are giving fulvestrant. It is indicated in the tamoxifen resistance breast cancer, and it is more effective, more safer and longer acting drug. Now next one is STEER, selective tissue estrogen activity regulator. In this, the drug is tibolone, and it is designed by hormone replacement therapy. So it is designer hormone replacement therapy, and it is act as estrogen agonist in vagina, bone and blood vessels. Means it decreases the vaginal atrophy, it increases the bone formation, and in blood vessels it increases the HDL by LDL ratio. So tibolone. Now next one is aromatase inhibitor. So before starting the aromatase inhibitors, we have to know that why aromatase inhibitor is given. So basically in postmenopausal breast cancer patient, cancer is due to the estrogen producing somewhere else. Estrogen is not producing, it is not due to the ovary. In these condition, in postmenopausal breast cancer, estrogen is not by the ovary. It is producing somewhere else. Suppose it is producing in the adrenal gland. Not suppose, actually it is producing in the adrenal gland. So in adrenal gland, androgen is converted into the estrogen by the enzyme aromatase. So that's why we are going to block the aromatase. So that's why aromatase inhibitor is given in postmenopausal breast cancer patient. So it is used in postmenopausal breast cancer and useful only when ovary is not working, because if ovary is not working, then estrogen is increases. So it means that estrogen is producing somewhere else. Where it is producing? It is producing in the adrenal gland, because androgen is converted into the estrogen in the adrenal gland. So in this, the drugs were letrozole, anastrozole and exemestane. For this trick, please read it very carefully and you know the trick by yourself. Letrozole, anastrozole and exemestane. So this is the estrogen drugs. I hope you all like it. Thank you.